Hey everyone, Dr. Mel here with Inspire Life Chiropractic Center. Thank you for finding our YouTube channel and subscribing to us. So today I'm going to show and demonstrate stage 2. So in the last video we did stage 1. Stage 1 in our SRI series is all about the season of discover and really connecting to that suffering part of us, maybe an area of pain or tension in our life or in our body, and we begin to discover why it is we've moved away from pain. So today I'm going to show and demonstrate stage 2, which is all about our polarities and contrasting rhythms of life. So as you progress from stage 1 to stage 2, really what begins to happen is we move from this powerless state to placing our power into an external agent. In stage 2, we recognize that not only is there one rhythm of pain and sorrow, but there's other rhythms in our life. We start to recognize that there's parts of us and parts of our life that we really love, we really enjoy, and there's parts of us, or perhaps parts in our life that we don't like so much, that we tend to stray away from, or maybe we have anger and frustration about. Either way, in stage 2, it's really important to simply just become aware of and acknowledge these different rhythms in our life. So the stage 2 consciousness, again, is still existing in the seasons of transform. And really we start to bring our awareness to external agents. We look for a quick fix. We look for someone to save us. We're looking for that magical genie in our life who's gonna fix our knee or fix our shoulder or fix our relationship. We place a lot of power or blame sometimes onto external things that we think of, why is this happening to me? Or why did this happen to me? Or why am I having this pain? Make it go away, make it stop. So I'm gonna demonstrate what that rhythm looks like in our body when we're connecting to the rhythm of stage 2. And I want you to pay attention to the difference between stage 1 and stage 2 and further stages. What can happen too is we can become really frustrated when we recognize these different rhythms. And sometimes we get angry at that one rhythm in ourselves that we don't like so much, and we get more drawn to the one rhythm that we do like. And again, it's important to recognize that both rhythms need to exist simultaneously before we can move on to stage 3 and the higher stages. So here we go. So you're gonna again lay down on your back and you're gonna bend your knees, and keeping your spine flat and your feet flat, you're gonna now be working with 2 different areas in your body, okay? So for the purposes of SRI, when you're learning, focus on position 1, position 2, or position 3. I'm going to move between position 1 and position 3 solely for the example. So I'm going to start in position 1. You're going to place palm over palm on that area, and this again is position 3. So you're going to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And you want all that breath and energy and movement to be where your hands are. So in stage 2, again, we're connecting to 2 different rhythms, right? So we're going to connect to one area with 3 breaths. Generally, this area is the area of the body that you feel there's a lot of energy, a lot of resources, a lot of connection. Connect to that first. Then after you do 3 breaths there, 3 rhythms, you're going to go to that area that maybe feels stuck, feels tight, or maybe you have a disconnection with. And again, using our body as a vessel, if there's 2 rhythms in your life, maybe your career, your relationships, your family, use your body as a vessel to work on those 2 different rhythms, all right? So we're gonna inhale 3 times here, and exhale. And again, I'm really focusing all the energy in that one spot. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now you're going to come to that area that would like some more attention. Notice the difference. Inhale, exhale. And now come back. Come back to the area of resourcefulness. Now what we're really creating in this stage is awareness in the area of resourcefulness and starting to bring that awareness and attention to an area that perhaps could use some more resourcefulness, and getting those 2 rhythms to start to talk to each other simultaneously. Now there's affirmations that also go with stage 2, similar to stage 1. So when you're in the area of greater connection, greater awareness, you're gonna simply affirm, some parts of me feel blank, something connected. So for example, as I finish the third exhale in the area of connection, you want to affirm, some parts of me feel happy, right? Or some parts of me feel joyful. Maybe it's not in your body, maybe it's something in your relationships. Some parts of my relationships feel loved. Some parts of my relationships feel connected. Now, as you do that 3 times, you're then going to shift that energy up to that area that we're creating more resourcefulness with. And as you inhale and exhale, some parts of me feel stuck. Some parts of me feel tense. Some parts of me feel angry if you're working on emotions. Now, after that 1, you're going to come back. Again, 3 rhythms here. And again, I'm adding some motion there as I connect, right? Some parts of me feel excited. Back up. Some parts of me feel scared. And again, just notice what happens as we start to connect to that rhythm, getting those 2 different rhythms of our life online and talking to each other. You're eventually going to start to notice this breath wave move back and forth. You're going to separate your hands once you become more novel at this, or rather you become more expert at this. You're going to separate your hands, and now watching my body as I breathe. Some parts of me feel ease. Some parts of me feel restricted. And again, I'm going back and forth, and almost this wave starts to happen. What we don't want to happen is that we're kind of all over the place and moving our body. We want to connect to the 2 different rhythms, the 2 different areas. And again, you're going to start to go 1 breath here, exhale, 1 breath here, exhale, and then you're developing this rhythm. And as your hands are connecting to these 2 different areas, you might feel like you want to move more or stretch more. Keep that energy and keep the breath rhythm going. And when you feel like you want to give up, keep that rhythm going. And at the end, you're going to affirm, watch my body, you're going to affirm as you connected to the different polarities or the different affirmations, you simply bring your awareness to both parts and say, but ha, 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 all these parts are me. And that allows us to recognize, and again, you can keep that rhythm going after that affirmation. And then once you're done, just simply rest your hands down and just notice the energy moving in your body. Notice if there's more heat or resonance or more almost an awakening happening, more energy building here, like you have more resourcefulness in that area that perhaps you didn't before. So what's important to remember about this stage 2 is we want to be able to hold 2 rhythms in the same space. Not that they have to like each other, but just holding them in our consciousness. That there is parts of us in our life that feel happy, feel joyful, feel connected. Our business is awesome. Our job is awesome. Our family's awesome. Our relationship is great. And then there's also areas of us in our life that maybe don't always feel that way. Maybe we feel lost. Maybe we feel disconnected. Maybe we feel stuck. Either way, both those polarities and rhythms exist, and we want them to share space. And that's a great way, a great way to do that is to connect to that in our body. So after stage 2, we're then going to be moving into stage 3. So stay tuned. Again, SRI is a really great strategy to connect to areas in our life that we want to develop more of a connection with, have breakthroughs around, really just simply connect with our body. So I hope this is relevant to you all and supports you all on your SRI journey. So stay tuned for stage 3. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our page. We're posting new content all the time and we are growing our community. Thank you all for taking this journey with us, and I look forward to seeing you next time.